Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. Joining us now is Alina and Beth. They're here to show us off a little furry friend here that's been at the Lawrence Humane Society. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
So introduce us to our friend here. Who we got?
So this is Cash, but more importantly, we have his foster mom, Beth, here. You know, normally we bring an animal that's at the shelter, but we were thinking, you know, we have so many wonderful animals in foster homes with incredible fosters, and having fosters just allows us to double our capacity for the number of animals we can help. And so, who better to talk about how these guys are in a home than their foster parents?
I think you're correct. Beth, good morning.
Good morning.
So yeah, introduce us to Cash here. What's their story?
Well, Cash is 8 years old. You know more about his background, Alina.
You know, I'm not sure that I do.
Okay.
No, that's all right. So yeah, so what's Cash like at home?
He is very good in the home. He has a little bit of social anxiety.
He's a little camera shy right now.
Yeah.
You know, who among us doesn't?
Yes. When new people come in, we just have him greet them outside, and then when they come inside, he's been totally fine. I have a 16-year-old, and she had a party with friends, and he did great with them. Just hung out with them, and
there we go. Yeah,
he loves to play. Since he's 8, I thought he'd be kind of older acting, but he's very puppyish. But he hasn't destroyed anything in the house or anything like that, except for his toys, and that's what they're there for. So yeah.
Would Cash be good with like a family with other pets?
I don't think so. I think he's a single pet.
He wants to be your one and only.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You all the love.
Attention. Well,
yes.
I mean, he's been so great since he showed up here this morning. I saw him walking around a little bit, just kind of sniffing and exploring. But here he is, obviously a little antsy, but you know.
He likes the studio.
Yeah, there's a lot to explore. Things are moving. There's a bunch of people.
All right.
But Beth was saying that he's great in the home, that he hasn't had any accidents.
Not a single one. I've had him about a month. So fully potty trained. I haven't needed to crate him, although I've heard that he can be crated. But I usually come home for lunch from work, but even if I don't, he's never had an accident. So.
That's great. Yeah. Well done, Cash. Well done.
Well, and you know, that's saying so much that, you know, we have a lot of people who say to us, like, oh, I couldn't have a dog, or I can't foster a dog because I work full time. Well, and Beth works full time, and you know, and it's better for a dog to be crated for 8 hours than 23 hours at the shelter.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
So Beth is just proof positive that you can have a full-time job and still foster or still have a dog.
Yes.
That's wonderful. You know, Beth, thank you for all the work you have there. And Alina, I'm curious, just if somebody wants to, say, adopt Cash, what do they need to do? Yeah,
so the adoption process for a foster is slightly different than with a dog that we have at the shelter. You know, at the shelter, if an animal's there, you come in, we're open every single day, 7 days a week, 12 to 5 for adoptions. And you talk to an adoption counselor, you meet the dog. If an animal's in foster care, all the animals are listed on our website. So whether they're in foster care or at the shelter. And you just let the counselor know that there's this animal in foster care you want to meet. They contact the foster. They find a time that works for both parties. The fosters bring the animals to the shelter, and the counselors facilitate a meet.
Easy as that.
Yeah.
And I'm also curious now, as you were mentioning, how helpful foster families and parents are. What if somebody wants to become a foster to one of the dogs? What would they need to do?
Just go online. Our foster application is online. Go to lawrencehumane.org and then click, I think it's Get Involved, and then in the drop-down menu, foster comes up. Fill out an application. It's really quick and easy, and no matter what the circumstances, you know, if you live alone or if you have kids, if you have other pets, cats, dogs, whatever, we will find someone that works for your household. Our foster coordinator is really great about finding a good match.
That's great. And just real fast, down at the Lawrence Humane Society. Anything you guys are in need of right now?
Yes, the biggest thing is dry cat and dog food and pepperoni. We have a pet food pantry. We give out over 5,000 pounds of pet food per month to folks that are struggling, that are having a hard time affording things. And this time of year is just stressful and expensive for a lot of folks. So we really need dry cat and dog food, and then our shelter dogs pepperoni is a high value treat.
I bet it is, isn't it? Gosh. All right, Alina, Beth, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Thank you for bringing in cash. This has been a delight.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And to learn more, you can go to lawrencehumane.org.